I've always hated those live, laugh, love signs. To me, they're so corny and cringy, and usually as home decor, they're done in a poor taste. I've always hated motivational coaches because they preach positivity, but their eyes always look like they belong to the saddest or fakest person in existence. I've always hated people who posted long positive paragraphs on social media because from the people I've known, the most disingenuous ones posted these. I've always hated being told just be positive, it will pass. When I was at my lowest, I felt misunderstood. I felt like they tried to minimize my feelings. Maybe deep down I am just a hater. Just kidding. Or am I? I try really hard to shift my mindset in order not to go insane with my negative thoughts and not to feed my brain with negativity that is just everywhere. But the common solutions didn't really seem to work for me. I feel like we are surrounded only with negativity or fake positivity, and it's exhausting and so hard to get out of that. I believe shifting your mindset is a journey and you need to find your own way. What worked best for me is just surrounding myself with things and people I like and that really matter to me. In that way, I can stop thinking about my troubles. I can create experiences that I will cherish forever. Sometimes a good pep talk is also uplifting, but that's not everything. When you're down, the hardest part is just to get up and take action, yet it is the most important step. And believe me, I know, I've had plenty of time to ruminate about how everything is so miserable just because I was stuck alone in my room. And I also know the feeling when you are just so ready to go and live your life because you've done so much inner work and finally feel ready, but your life circumstances won't allow you to do so. It's really frustrating trying to stay positive when nothing seems to work in your favor. In my previous video about depressive art, I've shared a few points that were on my mind, how only the negative feelings seem to always be taken more seriously in art, and how we can find various affirmations in art. Some time ago, I watched an interview with Dua Lipa in which she spoke about her new album, Radical Optimism, and it really inspired me to just share some of my thoughts on this topic. I was so happy when she mentioned affirmations in music and that she treats the lyrics as a mantra because she repeats them so often. Thus, she does not want her music to be filled with negativity. Because the more you repeat something, the more real it becomes. So why not repeat the positivity instead? She also talked about how it's hard to be taken seriously as a female artist when you want to share a more positive message in your art. And again, I find that so true and so frustrating, unfortunately. I would say it's applicable to all artists, as when you go to a modern art museum, most of the artworks there are just a display of trauma. But I am so glad we have artists like Dua who openly speak about this and continue to share their happy or empowering art. She made so many valid points in that interview. I don't want to repeat or paraphrase everything, so if you're interested, just go watch that interview. I will link it in the description. The whole topic of radical optimism is so close to me. Dua's album is not all sunshine and rainbows positive. We also experience negativity in life, and that's normal, but it's so important to stay optimistic even in those harder times. Sharing something negative in art might be a great form of catharsis, but we shouldn't make that our whole personality, I think. Every situation, even the bad ones, can teach us something. I love that mindset. Then when you look at your past struggles, they don't seem that bad. You can even laugh at some of them, and if not, you know you are strong and that you can deal with so many different things. At the beginning of this year, I made a video about vision boards and journaling, things that helped me personally the most to stay on track, and not to let the bad thoughts get to me. Journaling is like a me time activity where I write down all the good things that happened and reflect on the bad situations. It helps me see the events from the third person perspective when I read it back to myself, and I can see how many good things are in my life at this moment already. My vision board helps me visualize my goals and be hopeful for more good things to come. But I also try not to overwhelm myself with expectations. Everything will come at the right time. Some of the things from my past vision boards manifested after a few years, so I try not to lose my hope. I try to stay radically optimistic. It will pass.